Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Today on today's section we are going to discuss how a lady should act to show that she is mentally, physically and emotionally ready for marriage. And for you guys, what are those things that you will see in a lady as long as their heart and the brain is connected, and you will know that yes, she's ready for marriage. And how does the heart and the brain connect? You have to be attracted to each other. So watch every step of this video, as definitely even the last point is equally important. Hi, if you're stopping by on my channel for the first time, my name is Tina Isoa, and on this channel I'm committed to taking us to everything that has to do with lifestyle. Anything that I know I'm going to talk about that will be beneficial to my audience, I am putting it up here. And on today's section, like I rightly said, we are going to discuss what are those things you will see in a lady, or how a lady should act to show that she's ready for marriage. And first off, the brain and the heart has to connect. The heart has to be connected to each other. Of course, how would it happen? If you have to know that this lady or me, I am ready, I'm emotionally attracted to her, I am physically attracted to her, or I am mentally attracted to her. Because if there is no physical attraction, there is no way heading into the relationship. And how does the brain work? Of course, the brain will work in the sense that if you're, at least the first time you meet, you're having a conversation, you should start analyzing. Does this person have same vision with me? Are we compatible in any way? So if you get those things, the onset, the brain will tell the heart, I think my heart is going towards her. And before you know it, the relationship, a meaningful relationship, has kicked in. And the first tip will be high valued ladies. You have to value yourself. You have to be confident in yourself. The confidence we are talking about here is not just walking up to the man, giving him a phone number and expect him to call you or whatever. The confidence we are talking about here is value yourself first. Do not put yourself down for the fact that you want to build up a relationship. Check, does this person value me? From your communication, you should be able to, does he call you when he's supposed to call you, or he gives excuses? Are you the one returning calls, or he's the one returning calls? When you wake up in the morning, does he call you to know, or at night, does he call you to know how was your day and all that? Value yourself. Do not bring yourself down. Do not make yourself a cheap article before him. And if you value yourself, definitely he will say, yes, this person has prestige. I think I should give her that honor. So that's the first tip for you ladies. Value yourself. And if you value yourself, whatever be the relationship you're trying to build with him will equally be put into place. And the second tip will be compatibility. You have to put that into consideration. It's very, very, very vital. I think in the olden days, they weren't thinking about all this. But now, you have to put it into consideration. You have to even discuss it. If you have seen that this relationship is leading to something meaningful, then it should be part of either what you will generate from your conversations, or something you have to chip in. Not like plan, sit down and talk about it. No, every planned discussion may not be truthful. But while discussing, you should be able to pick that from your conversation. Are we both compatible? He's a Christian and you're not a Christian. Are you ready to be a Christian? Or that is discussing about your religion. You have to know his religion. Are you compatible with his religion? He wants 10 children. You only want 2. That should be discussed ab initio. So you have to consider so many other things. What is his vision? Is he somebody like he's in a different location and you're in a different location? Are you ready to come together? Or no, I am that woman, I will have to stick to my place. Or I'm the man, I will have to stick to my place. Then after marriage, you now realize that there is no, you people are not heading anywhere. So it's better you confirm, discuss, make sure that you are compatible for the relationship that you hope that will lead to marriage. Then another tip will be vulnerability. For the fact that something has happened to you before, you have had horrible relationships in the past, would that be the reason to bring up layers of hatred into the relationship, or you bring up being conscious. You have to be so conscious about whatever you say, whatever you do. You are bridging yourself from being you. You have to put that into consideration. Is he vulnerable because of his previous relationships? Are you vulnerable because of your previous relationship? If you are deciding to build a relationship that will lead you to marriage, then you should open your heart to love. You should open your heart to accept. If he calls you and tell you, I am in the church, you should, at least to a certain degree, you should have that atom of trust that yes, he is in the church. Not because your ex told you he was in the church and you found out he was in the house with another woman, then it now brings up a block, a barrier to accepting whatever another person have to say. So open your heart. Don't be too rigid in the sense that you block other important things, other meaningful things, other valued things that may come out from the relationship. And the fourth tip will be independence. Naturally, every man loves to be independent. We are not talking about financial independence. No, what we are talking about is social life, more or less. And even in the house, they want to do the things they want to do. You may not find that acceptable at the initial time, but try to understand that men love to be independent. And more so, you will give him that arms, you give him that length, and build the relationship. When you get to that point where he has valued you, you are now at the peak, you are the substrate level of, you are his priority. Of course, he will want your togetherness. He will want you to be together at all times. He cannot come back from work and he's pressing phone or he's watching television without trying to have a conversation with you to know how you're doing or to check up on you during the days. So try to give them that moment of independence. It will make a man value you more. That's just the truth. It will make a man value you more. I think that will actually be another tip towards finding out if he actually value you, because the more you try to gap him, the more he will question himself. If he values you, he will be questioning himself. Am I not doing the right thing? I'm not coming closer to her. Maybe I should go and check up on her. And while he is doing that, you know, he's creating moment, irrespective of his being as a man, independence always, he will create moments to be with you. So, but you first off should give him that space that you see what comes out of his own reaction. The next tip will be your physical attraction. Something actually attracted you to him or him to you. For whatever be the reason, you have to still package yourself within that range. Do not assume that, okay, because he's a Christian and he didn't meet you a Christian, okay, I have to be a Christian just to please him. Try and be yourself. Physically, whatever that attracted him to you will still be there. If it's your positive vibes, like your energy, you are somebody that, like, personally, me, I'm somebody that I'm so free when I see guys. If you're discussing ball, I'm cool with that. Assuming he met you in a place where you went to view ball. So, and for the fact that you're not going into marriage, you decide to withdraw yourself because I'm getting into marriage. No, whatever be the reason or whatever be the situation you met, whatever he saw from the first day he met you, you should continue to put it on that level until he says, I don't want it. And you two agree that yes, you have to withdraw from it. Try and make yourself, both physically and socially, whatever be the position at which he met you, you should try and keep it at that level. So focus on your body language, how you carry yourself, your charisma to things. Keep your physical attraction tight. Next tip will be trust. Like I said earlier, if he told you that, see, I am in the church, to a certain degree, you should accept that. Here is talking about no man will love someone he do not trust, and no man will trust someone he doesn't love. So you should build your love on trust. Because as they say, that goes this way, that trust is the glue of love. That is to say, if you trust me, you will tend to love me. And if he loves you, of course, he will be committed to the relationship, because no man wants to commit into any relationship that he doesn't love, he doesn't trust. And how can he trust you? You have to tell him the truth. Never lie. There is a saying that equally goes this way. Say never lie, but don't be too sketchy. Don't be open to, I want to bring everything down. I want to discuss everything, and at the same time, you are now trying to put yourself down. So be truthful to your relationship. Do not give a room for mistrust for both sides. So if you give him that impression that I am trustworthy, why should he not be free? Of course, some men will even go as far as they love you, but they are scared of even giving you their spare key, the spare key to their house. But if the love is there and the trust is there, depending on the relationships you gather or the kind of friends you keep, of course, that will be a contributory factor to the trust. The things that come out of your mouth, if they are not trustworthy, if they are not things for him to trust, of course, he will withdraw from the relationship. You may not know, he will withdraw from the relationship. So try to convince him that you are worthy to be trusted. And the final tip will be you being youthful to yourself. Here we are not talking about age. We are talking about your vibes, your person. I love playing football. I should continue playing football. I love going for gym. I should continue to go for gym. Just be yourself. Don't give yourself the impression that, yes, I want to package myself for marriage. For that, I should withdraw from the things I have fun, or the things he normally have fun from doing. So you should energize him by the things you normally do and he normally does. Try to be smart. They say dating should be fun, no matter what the people say. That's what I usually say when I'm talking to people. So dating should be fun, no matter what people say. Try to make it fun. If you're dating, you're trying to know yourself. That's courtship. You're trying to know yourself, to value your relationship, to lead to marriage. Then it should be fun. It should not be parallel things, perfectionist. I have to make it perfect, and you have to no. So let it be fun. Be yourself, free from any tension, unnecessary tension. So these are actually the tips, ladies, that will make a man fall in love with you. Of course, if you do all these tips and you encourage him, advise him when the need comes, when the need arises. You don't advise him when he has not given you the room to advise him anywhere. So if the need arises that you advise him, you try to put yourself into his place, being compatible with his kind of person, accept his kind of person and all that. I think he will be like, this is like my sister and I love her. And if he has that mentality of, I'm loving this person like part of me, of course it's leading to marriage. As long as from the first moment your mind and your heart, your brain has connected. So apply all these tips and let's go into the actual married life. If you enjoy these tips and you feel they are meaningful, they are useful, they are going to be productive, please give me a thumbs up. So subscribe to my channel, share the link with your friends and loved ones, click on the notification bell so that whenever I put up a video, you'll be among the first to grab at it. Keep coming to my channel as I have other valuable content to present. Thank you.